This is Alexander with Climbing Mountains Media YouTube channel. We're back with Carla Pastor from Blue Ribbon Home Improvement Concierge. This is the second part of our trilogy. The first one, if you recall, was Non-Handy Handyman. That was a pretty funny story. Yeah, it was a good story. And she's back again with yet another horror story.
So with my company, as I mentioned before, I work with other contractors. I don't do the work myself. My company doesn't do the work itself. My job is to connect homeowners with contractors. So when I first started, I was working with a water damage restoration company and a general contractor that would come in after we were done doing demo, and he would do the rebuild part. So we get called out to a water damage in a bathroom, or in a master bathroom. And it was a small bathroom, but nonetheless, there was water damage. We had to repair, dry it out, do demo, and replace the tile, baseboards, and some drywall, and the vanity. So everything seems fine with the first part of the job. Mitigation company went out, they did a great job drying it out, demoing out, and now it's time for the rebuild part. So get the general contractor, been working with him already, for a few months now. Everything had been great. I was so happy with that company. And I let him know that this job was referred to me by one of my clients, who was one of those clients that is very involved. And so to him, every referral is, this is my special customer. And I used to tease him and be like, another one? But sure enough, I let the general contractor know, like, hey, this referral came through this one company, and you know how it goes. So he tries to show off by bringing in a new team. He gets this new team to come in. I've never met them. And they start doing their rebuild, but within the rebuild, they're also demoing out some more material. So I get a call from the homeowner the first day saying, and she's pretty happy with the job, but she wasn't sure if they were doing it right, and that she had noticed there was dust everywhere. So I was like, oh man. I was like, okay. Well, she called me later in the evening, so I couldn't go at that time, but the next day I went early in the morning, and sure enough, they had not created a containment while they were working. So all the dust was getting everywhere, all over the room. It was just everywhere. And so I talked to the guys, and I don't recognize them, and I'm outside, I had to come in from the back, and I'm noticing paint cans, and I'm like, what are there paint cans? I haven't started painting yet, but there are paint cans everywhere, and there's material everywhere, and just tools everywhere. And I was like, what is happening here? And so like the homeowner, I can tell, was upset, but wasn't really expressing it. Was just kind of like, I don't know what to do. I don't want to be mean. I just want them to do a good job and be done. So I get them to put up a containment. Well, then the next day, I get a call from the homeowner again. The containment fell down, and now there's even more dust everywhere, and it's all over a room. And so she's just getting frustrated. And now her husband is on the phone too. And there's a difference between talking to like one spouse and then you get both, right? It's just like, man, it's like being reprimanded by both parents. You should want to be reprimanded by one, not both, right? But nonetheless, they had every reason to be upset. So I go back out, get them to put the containment up, but at this point, it's not even holding because there's so much dust everywhere that the tape will not hold on, stick to the ceiling or to the walls. I let the homeowner know that I'm just gonna have them proceed, and that I'm gonna schedule a meeting with with everybody. I'm gonna get the owners to come out. I'm gonna address this with everybody present. So I call the owners and I let them know they have to come out right away, that I was on site and that I was not gonna leave until they showed up. So all three owners showed up, and I did a walkthrough with them, and I let them know at this point, it's no longer the homeowner complaining to you, it's me. And this needs to get fixed now. So we did a walkthrough. I pointed out all the paint cans. Why are there no, there's nothing underneath to protect the concrete from drips of paint. So get this out of the way, organize the workspace. If they're using the backyard, they're only to use a specific area, and there should be tarps and whatever underneath the material, and organize it, because they have children and they have pets, and even if they don't, it should be organized. They need to dust the area where the containment is gonna be set up. I don't like the way the tile looks here. I don't like the way the drywall looks there, but I went through and pointed out every little thing, baseboards, everything, fix it. So, homeowner was not happy. The client who referred me this homeowner was not happy. They were there too. And it was really heartbreaking for me to see, it was a small job, just turned so big and so messy. Wife was pregnant, so the dust was really bothersome to her more than anybody else because she's pregnant. And so I had a meeting, after that, the walkthrough, I had a meeting with the homeowners, the company that referred us, the owners of the company that was doing the work. They agreed that they would get the job done the next day. And I offered to pay, and I paid for 2 deep house cleaning jobs. One right after they were done, and then, a few days later, once the dust settled again, go back out and do another deep cleaning. I paid for their dinner that night, so they wouldn't have to be home cooking in the dust, because the dust had now spread throughout the whole house. And the other company offered to pay for dry cleaning for all of their clothes. Homeowners ultimately were very happy. It was really nice to see the end results. It came out really beautiful, better than they had actually expected. And they were very pleased with the way everything was handled, with the cleaning and, having dry cleaning done, and me letting the contractor know that some things had to be redone that they had caught on to, but were too embarrassed to say something. So luckily I said it before they just had to deal with it. But ultimately they were very happy. The company that referred me that client was also very pleased with the end results as well. He wasn't really happy with the headache that came from it, but we were able to fix it and make it all better.